Hey, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Really do appreciate it. Hope you're having a fantastic day. As always, shout out to the 19. So, folks, got an interesting video here from Sue Bird. As you know, I have been critical of Sue Bird at times when I think it's the right call. And I got to praise her when I think she says something that is important and positive. And here I think she gives some really good advice that I wanted to talk about because she actually specifically mentions Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark by name in this little bit. So I want to take a listen to this, and then we're going to talk about how that applies to Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese and what we're going to see going forward from them in their WNBA careers.
Really fun, rewarding, and also interesting to watch these younger athletes step into their professional careers. Obviously, Caitlin and Angel are two great examples. What I see immediately, and I think some of this has to do with NIL in college, right? Like so much earlier, these athletes are thinking about themselves as businesses, as brands. And it's amazing because they're carrying that with them to the WNBA, and so everything's just bigger. They just seem so much more self-aware in that way, in a business sense, than I ever was at that age. I would say that you ever were, because that just wasn't our worlds, right? But now they're in that world. And so my only advice is usually just to make sure they keep basketball the main thing, because at the end of the day, that is your vehicle. It's your vehicle to, Angel Reese has a podcast. It's her vehicle to be a podcaster, right? Whatever Caitlin ends up doing, it's the vehicle to get you to that point. So you always want to make sure that part doesn't fall off. And I think now we're experiencing it a little bit in retirement. We experienced it towards the end of our careers. It's a balance. You have to find that balance. But when you look at some of the other athletes, particularly men, who've set a little bit of a blueprint in terms of the business and the sport, you never see LeBron miss a workout. And that's just something we did at the end of our career, find that balance. And I would just always want to encourage younger people to make sure they find that balance.
I got to say, I think that is absolutely phenomenal advice from Sue Bird. You got to keep the thing, and the thing is your career. The thing is the game. The thing is how you perform on the court, because that is what has given you all these other opportunities. And for a lot of players, they need to perform on the court to cash in on those other opportunities. And I think we're seeing a difference between how Angel Reese is approaching things and how Caitlin Clark is approaching things. And I know I'm going to have people who really like Angel Reese and they're going to think I'm bashing her. No, you know what? I hope she sees this and says, hey, wait, you know what? He's right. I've got to change some things, because right now, Angel Reese, I don't think, is handling things the correct way. And I've said this before, with you look at what she does well, which is being physical and banging and grabbing rebounds, and everything else needs a lot of improvement. And I'm not saying she can't improve. I'm saying it needs improvement, which means it needs work, which means it needs time in the gym. And I don't see that from Angel Reese. She has other priorities. She is already focused on being an influencer. She's focused on being a podcaster. She's going and hanging out at the Olympics. She wants to be a celebrity, not a basketball player. And the problem is, if she does not give herself a decent career lengthwise, I think the celebrity fades away into nothing. She hasn't established herself enough to make it a career now where she can say, hey, you know what? I'm going to walk away from basketball right now and I'm going to be fine. No, she needs to continue to produce on the court, which means, hey, less stuff like this. And this is the problem, folks. Look, I don't care that she does other things. All players do in the off season. I get it. But from what I'm seeing, this all Angel Reese does. This is her focus: partying, being seen, hanging with other celebrities, doing her podcast and gossiping, traveling to watch the Lynx Liberty and getting attention by being courtside, and all that stuff is much more important to Angel Reese than becoming a better basketball player. Because here's the thing, Angel, you're not a good basketball player.
What the hell?
You grab rebounds in a league of players that don't box out and don't jump. But you can't make a layup. You can't make a jump shot. You can't pass. You don't defend well, despite what people say. And that is going to become a problem for you because you are doing this instead of being in the gym. And of course, the flip side of that, we're going to check out some clips from Caitlin Clark. Now, this, just to show you where her mindset is consistently, this is a year ago, while still in her senior year, obviously earlier senior year at Iowa.
I love being in the gym. It's just kind of second nature to me. It's, a calming thing. It's something that I'm just comfortable doing. But that's also where all my confidence stems from, is the time I put in the gym, the hours working on my game. It just, kind of builds my confidence up. And, when I step on the court to play a game, is like, I know, like, I can go out there and make those shots because that's, the time I spend in the gym. And I love being in the gym. It's just kind of.
All right. And then this is at the end of the season,
Like,
her
I
rookie
think
year with the Indiana Fever.
there's so many ways that I can continue to get better, and I feel like there were so many ways I could have been even better this year, and that's what, like, gets you going and gets you fired up, and you want to continue to keep playing. And but at the same time, that's what stinks about the season ending, is I felt like we were really starting to find our groove and really play good basketball. And it feels like that's always kind of how your season ends. You feel like you're playing your best basketball, and then it has to come to an end, and it's kind of just who's playing better basketball at that time and who plays a better game. But I think for myself is just, go back and really reflect on the year that you had, and all the amazing moments. But I think, just as a point guard and as a leader, there's in a lot of areas that I can continue to improve. And, I'm a competitor and somebody that loves to work, so it won't be hard for me to want to get in the gym and to get even better, and, get better for my teammates, and really know, we're a young group. We have a lot of really talented players on this team, and, we won 20 games this year and we're the 6th seed, but I feel like there's so much more we can accomplish. And, you can always just work for that and remind yourself of that. And that's certainly what I'm going to do going into the offseason.
Big, big difference. I never have ever heard Angel Reese talk like this. And this reminds me, and she's right in terms of confidence as well. Preparation, there's so many things we can talk about with the mental game, but the number one confidence builder is preparation. And this reminds me, if you'll indulge me for a second, of a story. And I forget the year. It was the Olympics, the men's Olympic basketball team. They were holding Olympic cap in Las Vegas. Now, of course, you've got a lot of young men on that team with more money than they ever will be able to spend, some free time. They're celebrities and they're in Vegas. So, what do the first night? Of course, they all go out partying. Well, almost all of them. Kobe Bryant does not, because he's getting his butt up at 5 a.m. and going to the gym doing his own workout. And wouldn't you know, the rest of the team stumbles in to the hotel and run into Kobe as he's going to the gym. And from my understanding of the story, by the end of the week, all the players were staying in and getting up and going to the gym with Kobe. And that is how you become a great player. That is how you develop your confidence. And by the way, it's also great leadership as well. And that is what gives you a great career. That is what gives you the ability to perform day in and day out and have yourself a Hall of Fame career. That's a scary face right there, isn't it? Wow. And this is just recently, just real quick. This is a clip of Caitlin Clark getting back into the gym now. So I think this is from a few days ago. Um, Getting back into the gym in Indiana and putting in the work. And can I just say, side note, as we're watching this, she has, technically speaking, fundamentally one of the smoothest, most purest shots I've ever seen, men or women. Now, look, obviously, she doesn't have the vertical and the hang time that men do to hit for a peak jump shot and fade away or this and that. But just her shot, her release, it is absolutely beautiful to watch. And that is one of the reasons, by the way, she makes her things look effortless, and that she can shoot from the distance that she can shoot, because her form is absolutely incredible. No one shoots like that. That is a big difference where you watch a lot of the women in the WNBA and they still kind of shoot like, the sixth or seventh grade boy who's shooting from a little further out than he really has the strength to do. And he's bringing that ball lower or he's cocking it to the side and sort of pushing it. She does not do that in any way, shape, or form. And that is why you get this. And we're not going to go through all of it, but this was, I believe, counted 25. This is how you become a great player that then leads into those other opportunities, like Sue Bird was saying. And I do not see this from Angel Reese. And I'd love to. Look, am I a fan of Angel Reese's? No. But any athlete, I'd love to see any athlete reach their potential and go out and improve. I would love to see her get her butt in the gym, dedicate herself to basketball, becoming the best player she can be, improve her skills to where she becomes a legitimate threat in the post. And then her and Angel can have a decades long rivalry. That would be awesome for the game, man. So if this people are listening, oh, you just hate Angel, you want no. I'd love to see her be great. It would be great for the game. Rivalries are important. Anyway, I'm going to leave that there. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below on what Sue Bird said. Let me know, hey, you can disagree with what I said about Angel. I know some people say, oh, you're cherry picking this thing and that thing. But this is just in general what I've seen from the two players. Completely different attitudes and approaches to the game. I think Angel Reese really kind of already has her heart on being just being a celebrity, being a Kardashian, being an influencer. And Caitlin Clark has her mindset on being the best basketball player she can possibly be and going out and winning championships. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that'll change for Angel Reese. Maybe it'll change soon enough. We'll see what happens. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. As always, thank you for checking out this video. I really do appreciate it. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It does help out tremendously with YouTube. It really, really does. And I do appreciate it. And I will talk to you later.